In this video, we're going to explore the data types in JavaScript. And data types are extremely important because basically with JavaScript, you work with data types. And there are basically 5 data types that we need to focus on. And I'll just go here in short or in quick. I'll just go glance over it quickly. However, the most important one eventually will be the objects. And many people are stating if you know JavaScript or if you know objects, you understand JavaScript. So let's start with basic. What are the ones? Number one, we have the strings. Strings is basically text. Text always with single quotations. The next one, what we have is number 2 is numbers. And numbers can be floating or non-floating, which means just numbers like this, 1, or if it's floats, 10.99 or something like that. That's with numbers. So once you understand this one, these two are probably the most common you will work with. Next we have the Boolean. And Booleans are basically true or false. And they don't require any single quotation mark because it's not considered a string. It's a Boolean. A Boolean is separate. Also compared to 1 and 0. 1 means yes or true and 0 means false. Another one that we have discussed multiple times maybe, or if you've seen it, is array. An array is basically a value within a value which contains a bracket, and in this bracket you will see here, for example, we can do here January, who says here that array, we can say here variable or constant, month equals January, Feb, etc., etc., where it indicates every single month or whatever, how many data points you have or elements you have in there. So the final one is the objects, and objects is the more complicated one. It uses curly braces. This is very common use with JSON. And what is this? Is basically this. It has a value within values. It's just same like an array as in an array value. However, here we have a different one. We have a key. So for example, here name, this will be John. And then maybe there's another one here that says it's last name. And then here, this could be Doe, etc., etc. So here, what happened is basically an object contains multiple values as well, but they have an indicator or a key. So this is the key, and this key is, for example, name. This could be first name, where you have multiple items where it describes what this value is. While in an array, it doesn't describe. It can be if you have a multiple array with multiple levels. However, this is usually considered an object because then you start to describe it. And in JSON, and if you see Vue.js, that one, React and Angular, they uses a lot of these things, and APIs are always based on objects of JSON. So this is very important. Once you understand this part well, you will understand everything, or at least the core of JavaScript, because basically this is JavaScript once you have this together with certain functions that you want to activate. So I will cover these things in another video, especially the objects, because that's the most exciting one, and I already have multiple videos about arrays. You can check them out as well. So if you have any questions about this, put them in the comment section below. And if you like these kind of videos, subscribe to my channel.